There are a lot of things that we do in life that are quite honestly a complete waste of time. And one of those is regrets. People will say something awful, will do something awful, and then they'll regret it. Maybe you slept with the wrong person and then you regret it. Maybe you said something really awful to someone that you care about. You call them horrible names. Maybe you hit someone that the next day you regret you did it. Maybe you got drunk and you were running naked through the street, jumping on the top of cars and dancing to music that wasn't playing. And maybe you regret it now. Maybe you said something on Facebook and you know that comment is always there. And so you regret it. Maybe you're like me. Right after I lost my job at the warehouse, I wrote a letter to my boss and pretty much told him to go F himself and told him that I regret ever working there. And I went through this whole thing of how much I hate that place and what he's done and what a deceitful lying sack of crap he is and all of my regrets, the fact that I walked through the door and got that job when I should have gone the other way. Well, all of those regrets are meaningless. It serves no purpose but to waste your time because you can't change it. You can't stop yourself from jumping on cars naked, dancing to music that isn't really there while elephants are chasing you and giraffes are running away with your clothes. You can't change that. You can't change the fact that you are now on national television making horrible, nasty racial comments about something and then the next day apologize for it as if that's going to make it go away. You can't change it. It's done. You can't take back those nasty things you said to your mother that are going to haunt you for the rest of your life because they were so horrible in what you said. They will always be there. She will always remember what you said. You can't change that drunken Facebook comment in the video you added of yourself half naked while pouring liquor all over your body and saying things that make no sense like, "Hey everybody, laughing." There's no way of changing it. There's no way. It's out there. All of the regretting you will do will only make you miserable. You'll go, years of torture because you'll always think about that one thing you did that bothers you. But you can't fix it. You can't make people forget. What's done is done. It's always there. Now, sure, there may be something you do that someone does forget, and boy, you hope for that. But I remember I was in a conversation with this girl that I really liked, and we had good conversations, long conversations. And one day I'm talking to her, and we're talking about a musician. And I was thinking back to when I was in school, how if you were a boy and you liked a girl musician, that was like, what are you, a little sissy? You would get made fun of. You had to like, the rock and roll and stuff like that. You didn't mention that you liked the female artist. It was just a stupid thing, but that's how kids are. So I mentioned that to her. And maybe it was the way I said it didn't come out right, but the way she judged me as if that's how I think now, well, that's stupid. What difference does that make? It was just an uncomfortable moment, and I started to regret it. And it bothered me. It bothered me for years. I just kept thinking, boy, I wish I never said that. I never made that comment. It was just a stupid comment. I was just adding to the conversation, and it was just when I was a kid. It's not something I think now, But my comment was something like, oh, when I was in school, you couldn't say something like that. They beat the hell out of you. You couldn't say, oh, I like Tori Amos. That's actually what the conversation was, Tori Amos. So I couldn't say when I was in school, oh, I like Tori Amos. I love her music. Because they beat the crap out of you. That doesn't mean now. Now I say, I like Tori Amos. I like her music. I'm not worried about getting the crap beat out of me. But I kept regretting that comment because of the way she reacted. And it does no good because what's done is done. Now, she probably doesn't even remember that comment, period. So I'm just wasting my time by regretting it. But regrets, you can't get into a Delorian. Doc Brown has not invented a DeLorean that can bring you back to the past and change what you did. You can't go back and say, hey, Mike, when she starts talking about Tori Amos and what a big fan she is, just leave out the whole thing, of when you were in school and all that. Because you're going to say it wrong, and she's going to hear it wrong, or she's not going to... It's just going to be an awkward moment, and then you're going to regret it. Don't do it. And then, of course, I would say, holy shit! It's me! From the future! What the hell happened to you? You look like shit! That's probably what I would say. And then maybe the other part of me would go, okay, I see. So anyways, regrets are a waste of time. Absolutely a waste of time. There's no need to do it. It's going to hold you back. When you're working in business, you're going to have a ton of regrets because, you may buy a ton of solo ads and they don't work and you lose money. Or as was one of my biggest regrets, and I had to move on from it because it would torture me, was when I got involved in binary trading. That was the most stressful thing I have ever done online. Ever! I lost so much money. And it was going well. I was making money. It was growing and growing. And I'm like, oh my God, it's working. I'm going to do well here. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to pay my debts off. And then I started to lose. But then I started losing big. And oh my God, did I have regrets. I still remember the day when that money was just disappearing from my account. I was breaking out into a sweat. I was regretting the day I ever joined it. But it didn't help me because here I am now, 8 months later, and there's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't go back and stop it. Regrets are a waste of time. It only hurts you, it wastes your time, it upsets you, it depresses you, it brings you down. You don't need that. You need to keep fighting forward. You need to keep moving forward. The best thing you could do is just try to think before you speak. Think before you act out, to prevent yourself from having to do things that you are going to regret. The binary trading thing, I just should not have done it, but what's done is done. There's nothing I could do about it. The damage has been done. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Please be sure to subscribe by clicking here. And hey, while you're at it, visit my site here for lots of cool content and yes, some free stuff. Hey, who doesn't love free stuff? I don't. Shut up.